You think we're gonna beat all these games?
Nope.
Backlog boys.
No, probably not.
We're back in summer. Let's get this yellow Jinjo.
There he is.
He's hiding, man. He is hiding. And the bees are gonna wait for us to do a dance. We got the
Very
last
politely.
one.
Double dance.
Yep. All right, so we're... You know what we didn't see, Vaughn? We didn't see any empty honeycombs. Are there empty honeycombs in this level?
Or are we maxed?
There are 2 empty honeycombs in this level. All right. Well, that's probably the swim.
Oh.
So let's turn in our note score.
Okay.
Because by God, we don't want any risks there.
Yes, please.
So,
Please do.
yay. So now those notes are saved. So I wonder where the other... I'm going to guess that the other one is something that we need the bee for. We know that... Right? Just if I had to wager a guess. Because we didn't use the bee for a whole lot.
Nope.
So I could see it being used for... oh, I have an idea. So you know that one higher up window of Nabnut's place?
Yes.
Some of the seasons it doesn't have... Oh God, these guys are
It doesn't
back.
have the grate?
It doesn't... No, it doesn't have the walkway leading up to it.
Oh.
So I'm wondering if maybe we have to get into it in one of those earlier seasons somehow. And maybe there's a... Dude, those guys are freaking...
Deadly accurate.
Dead shots, yeah. All right. So we're going to do this treacherous swim now that there are no notes at risk.
So even if we die, we do not lose them?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So, we don't lose anything except for a life. And we have maximum.
Never ever do this.
Yeah, never ever do this in any situation in real life.
Like, that's a horrible feeling where, like, when you're swimming and you're under something and you don't know where it ends, or you like...
That's one of the worst
trying to
feelings
estimate
I've
where it
ever
ends.
experienced in my life. Is
I've experienced it once.
Swimming up
Twice,
to
I
the
guess.
surface of the water and something blocking you from getting to the surface.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't usually get visitors in winter. Empty honeycomb. Dabba-dabba-dee.
And this next one will give us a thing.
Yes, it will, because it's probably the last one in the game.
Yeah, where's the room for it on our health meter?
What?
It's pretty full up there.
You're right. It is. I wonder if it's gonna like scale and get smaller.
Yeah, I had to do that once for this run called the Tough Mudder. It's like...
Oh yeah, Liz has done it.
It's like 10 or 11 miles, and there's like obstacles every so often.
Yeah.
And one of them is like...
There's like an electric fence. And
Yeah, there is an electric fence.
it's supposed to be pretty hardcore.
Tear gas.
Tear
thing.
gas. Did not know there was tear gas.
The tear gas was actually like the easiest one, I thought.
No!
Oh!
Got cheese there.
Oh,
that was
okay.
a good
was a good cheese.
lucky aim.
But there's an obstacle where you have to like swim. You have to submerge yourself in like this ice water.
Really?
Ice water, like freezing cold.
Jesus.
You have to submerge yourself in it and then go under like, I don't know, maybe 6 feet, or maybe it's less than that. Maybe it's like 4 feet.
You gotta like swim under something and
Yes.
come up in another
You
spot?
have to come up on the other side,
Ugh.
and like you can't breathe in that water. Like,
Right.
when you take a breath,
and
like,
as soon as you get in the water, it's taken.
it's
Yeah.
gone. All that air you just is expended because
Yeah.
your lungs are like
Yeah.
shriveled up. So
Yeah.
like that was horrifying for me.
Yeah, that sounds pretty scary. I would
And, like,
not be into that.
When I went with like a big group of people,
Mm-hmm.
and like I've done stuff like that. I mean, I'm in the military, so I've been gassed before.
Right.
So the tear gas was like the least of my concern.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I told the people I was with that was like the worst one for me, they were like, "Really?" It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, not a fan of
Yeah, drowning.
yes,
Controlled drowning.
and it was like dark in there, so you like couldn't see as well,
Right.
Because it's like an
Just
enclosed
an added layer
space.
of treachery.
Yeah, so you couldn't like visually really tell where to go. You just had to like
Yeah.
eyeball it, and then just take a leap of faith.
Yeah, underwater is pretty scary, man.
Yeah.
Even if it's not the ocean.
Yes.
it's still pretty scary.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna explore a little bit here.
I mean, the same effect if you drown in the lake
Yeah, right.
or a river.
Or just like being like if you're in like a lake and maybe you have goggles on and like you can see in underwater, but like the visibility's not very far.
Yeah.
And like something could be like right there
Yeah.
and you wouldn't be able to see it until it was freaking on top of you.
Forgot how great this noise was.
Yeah, dude.
Though they're
How's
trying
that
to
for you,
have
bud?
like the mosquito effect, you know,
Yeah.
the obnoxious buzz.
Yeah. I mean, bees buzzing is pretty obnoxious too, especially when it like goes right by your ear
Yeah.
and you're just like kind of scared of it and like also annoyed.
Yes.
Okay. Is this Nabnut's place right here? Or is he? No, he's just up here. So I wonder if this is open and the bee can fly in it. No.
Have you had much experience with like what people would call 21st century music? Like not
Oh, like the real
Like
yeah,
classical?
like really atonal tone cluster type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super weird. I don't find it palatable personally.
I like there was this thing at Orchestra Hall this past weekend, yeah. And I worked it and it was like it was a thing for like up and coming composers. This is supposed to be like young composers. This is like kind of like their first big break.
Okay.
And to kind of like get them and their music exposure. And
Woo!
so I had to listen to like, you know, 7 different 21st century songs.
Oh boy.
And it was like some of them were so hard to listen to. Like
I mean, in like Devil's Advocate, you know, defense of it, like it's hard music to create because it's so easy to just like oh, I'm just gonna play random tone clusters
yeah.
and then you know it sounds awful. But if you like, okay, I have to play something non-musical and then also somehow make it sound good, like that's not gonna be easy.
Yeah, that's not an easy task. But like there were, because a couple of the pieces were like they would approach like, you know, like a lyrical kind of moment where it would, and then like it would
Where's
feel
this honeycomb?
It would like feel good for a second, or like a short little phrase, and then it would just like be gone again, and it was like so.
Oh. So
Maybe
I can't.
that's like an effect they want, like it to
Here we
be
go.
challenging to listen to, which is like that can be a good thing.
A lot of musicians are into that. Like they want to make challenging to listen to music.
Yeah, and
like
like
only the elite.
Can
Oh,
understand.
okay. I was thinking maybe I had to take the bee into one of the seasons where you can't get the bee, but it looks like Mumbo won't let me. I'll just make sure he won't let me go into winter really quick.
But yeah, it was just like, man, not to like knock on it. I don't think it's like a bad thing. It's art, you know.
Yeah, well,
It's the creation of it is something that's way beyond me. But
Yeah, I mean, some of it I've heard is really cool from like, you know, the late 1900s.
yeah,
Mid to
there's,
late
like,
1900s. There's
some
cool stuff, you know,
stuff like
Paderewski and stuff like that.
or like Philip Glass.
Yeah.
Like there's a really cool piece by him I've played it sounds really sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And like the weird like notation style where it's like non-traditional notation.
Yeah.
Like graphical
and
notation.
like, and just no key signatures ever, just kind of.
So I can only be a bee in spring. Interesting.
Really, not in summer?
Well, it won't let me go in there.
In summer?
Maybe it like knows that I came from.
Because I thought you could do it.
It's not under one of these bridges, is it? Because there was a gold feather under one of them. That would be really funny if they just like, here it is. All right. Well, let's go back to spring.
But it made me wonder if that's like a desired effect. Because I was like rooting for it so hard to like become beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, you're so close to like this, you know, lush stuff.
Yeah.
With this fantastic orchestra
It's
playing it.
It's like they're avoiding it.
Yeah, it's like they're kind of trying to make you want it and then not getting
They're
it.
musically edging.
That's the perfect analogy.
Yeah.
Edging.
Yeah, dude. Edging the shit out of you. You're screwed, Jinjo. Help!
Did they say help?
Yeah, they do say help. And then they whistle.
Are they implying they're all in danger?
I mean, they usually are in danger. They're stuck on top of like a
Venus flytrap.
precarious thing or something like that.
That one was just in the bushes, though. He don't need help.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there.
Well, I don't think we have to go in there because we don't have any way to break it.
I mean,
Because we can only fly in winter as Banjo, and Banjo is the only one that'd be able to break it flying. And we can just walk in there anyways. We've already been in there in winter, so.
Well, I have the answer before me.
Oh, really?
If you want.
What is the answer, Vaughn?
One can be located inside Naughty's house during winter.
Yep, we got that one.
The other is located inside the window above Nabnut's house.
Wow, so I was right. Okay, what season?
Does not say.
It does not say.
Use the beak bomb on the upper window.
Oh, so it's in winter. So they're both in winter.
It's in his attic.
Wait. Is there another window? Hang on a second here. I want to scope this out. Because we're going to have to go get feathers again.
Get some juicy intel.
Because there's this window right it must mean this window. The one that doesn't have a platform that leads to it. Okay. Cool. Tomorrow on the boys, I'm going to have to go to Treasure Trove Cove to get the feathers.
Okay.
So we don't need to show that, really.
So we'll do that right quick.
Yes, and then first thing tomorrow, folks, we'll get that honeycomb, and then we're going to head to the end.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's going to be wild.
Well, tune in tomorrow for that.
Going to be my first time. New territory.
Really?
Yeah.
You never?
No. Never have I ever. This game.